What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sang, and today I'll be reacting to a very short video from the Daily Caller. It's titled, Los Angeles School District Posts Ultra Woke Message on Food. I don't really know what that means, but let's go ahead and get into it.
You're judging my food choices based on a false standard of health again, aren't you? Guilty.
Huh? Alright, so it says a parents advocacy group is calling out the Los Angeles United School District after its Human Relations, Diversity, and Equity Department posted this woke message on food. Okay. Also, if y'all hear anything in the background, I am doing laundry, and my washer and dryer is loud. So if y'all just happen to hear it, that's what that is.
I got us donuts. Those are so bad for you. Oh no, are they moldy? I mean, are they poisoned? Are you allergic? No, I'm just saying. You're judging my food choices based on a false standard of health again, aren't you? Guilty.
A what? A what? She said a false Did she say a false standard of health? Is that what she said? Or am I just stupid? Wait a minute.
Guilty.
Hold on. I didn't go back far enough. I'm sorry. Yeah. Based on a false standard of health. And they got health in quotation marks. What is she talking? Donuts aren't good for you. They taste amazing. Like, I love donuts. I can't eat them all the time. They're like way too sweet. But every once in a while, there's nothing wrong with having a donut. But like, it's not healthy for you. It's just sugar. It's just sugar upon sugar. What?
False standard of health again, aren't you? Guilty.
Diet culture, fat phobia, and systems of oppression have created false hierarchies of food, and it shows up everywhere.
For instance, harmful thought patterns like earning food through exercising, or that dessert is the reward for the punishment of eating vegetables.
Remember.
Okay, let's go back again. The whole, where she said, earning food through exercising. You don't earn food through is she talking about a cheat day? Is that what she's talking about? Look, in order to keep some people on track, yeah, you gotta have a cheat day thrown. The Rock does it. How do you think The Rock got as swole as he got and as big as he got? Like, just eating garbage all the time? No, he exercises, and then once a week he goes and has his cheat day. There's nothing wrong with that. And then I don't like this here, or that dessert is the reward for the punishment of eating vegetables. Eating vegetables shouldn't be viewed as a punishment to begin with. Who taught you that? If you raise your children correctly, they will love vegetables. I used to, first off, coming up, loved veggies as a kid, still love it. And I never had an issue with eating it. I'm gonna use my nephew as an example. Once he started being able to eat food, he really didn't like vegetables unless it was slathered in butter or cheese, which is not healthy for you. So my brother had to figure out how to get him out of that mindset. Him and his wife figured that out, and guess what? My nephew's 6. He loves vegetables. There's no punishment of like, oh, you got to eat this if you want to get this ice cream. They didn't do that. Like, they just got him to see that vegetables are good for you. They started with certain things, and once he was like, oh yeah, this is good without butter and cheese thrown all over it. Now they moved on, he likes Zatar and stuff now. This is super... Alright.
Remember that you do not need to earn food.
We are all incorrectly taught from a young age that our size, and therefore the foods that we eat, are markers of our self-worth. Moralizing food can lead to harmful relationships with food and disordered eating.
Okay, the bigger chick, I will agree with her. I watch My 600 Pound Life a lot. That's one of my favorite shows to watch. I think it reminds me of my dad a lot because he was big and before he passed. So I think a lot of their bad habits, it just reminds me of him. That's probably why I like watching it. But what they'll do, they'll feel bad about themselves, or they'll be in a bad situation, or they'll be like, oh, Grandma always took me to get food, and that's a healthy, positive memory, so I just like eating a lot of food now. And they stick with that as an adult. You're not supposed to do that. Usually, a lot of people that focus on those type of choices are bigger, because a lot of us that eat more normally, trying to pick my terms correctly because I know we live in the culture. You say one wrong thing, you just all the words in the book. But all I'm saying is like it's usually bigger people that have that disassociation with it. Now, like I said, whenever that happens, that needs to be addressed at that age. You can't keep enabling it. What are these people talking about?
Instead of focusing on good and bad choices, try to approach food with neutrality in mind.
The only foods that are bad for you are foods that contain allergens, poisons, and contaminants, or food that is spoiled or is otherwise inedible.
No, Big Mama, no, that's not true. You left a lot out, and that's why you're the size you are. Look how big she is. We only seeing this and up. I guarantee you, she's probably like the width of my frame right now that I'm looking at. She's probably that. There's nothing healthier. Matter of fact, what is her name? Savage X Fat. I'm gonna look her up, and then y'all can see it. See, I called it. Look how big she is, bro. I called it. There's nothing healthy about what you just said, cause you're not healthy. You're not healthy in the slightest bit. Y'all remember, I don't know how old y'all are, but if you know Monique, back in the day, Monique used to be way bigger when she first came out as a comedian, right? Her whole shtick was making fun of skinny girls and skinny women. That was her whole thing because she was big, right? Guess what? When she went away for a little while and then she popped up skinnier all of a sudden, because she still ain't all the way skinny, but she's way skinnier than she used to be, I promise you. She came back and she was like, oh, I feel so much better now. I feel so much healthier. My doctor said I had all these things wrong with me and I wasn't going to make it if I kept going at the rate I was going. With that being said, a person who was big that made that this ain't healthy. There's nothing she could tell me about eating proper. There's nothing she could tell me about eating correctly. None at all. What does she do? What does this person do? It just says a cultural worker. The video probably gonna explain it.
Otherwise inedible.
Eat without guilt, regardless of what society says.
Smarter in seconds.
No, bro, you can't just eat as much as you want. You're gonna end up on my 600-pound life. You can't do that. You just can't do that. Oh, this says chick. A human rights advocate and model who uses they, them, pro. How did I? Oh, them is actually in the picture. I completely missed that. A human rights advocate. What are you advocating for?
Five facts to fight diet culture.
The idea that we cannot
Fight diet culture?
govern our own bodies is rooted in European colonization. Diet culture is not rooted in health, it's rooted in power. Your body needs food.
You don't have to earn it or burn it off.
First off, chick, right here. Why are you condoning this? You don't even look that big. You need to go on a diet. But why are you condoning this? Also, to jump into where am I on? 143 or whatever. Look at this. Look at this. When they said the incorrect idea, diet
Bodies is rooted in
European colonization. You know what this reminds me of? The video of the Indian chick saying it's white people's fault that she's fat.
I'm gonna prove to you why white people are the reason I'm fat today.
That's what all this is what...
needs food.
You don't have to earn it or burn it off. The harm starts young. Children internalize fat phobia by the age of 5. Diet culture is fat phobia.
Diet culture is... No, it's not. You have to be healthy. Your body is not meant to carry all of this. You're so unhealthy right now. If a doctor sat down with it. Also, outside of if a doctor sat down with them and told us, you know what I've never seen do these type of videos? Fat men. I said that in the last video with the fat Indian chick. It was just fat women complaining about, you need to accept me. Why do I have to lose weight? Because it's not healthy. It's not healthy. Even a fat dude to tell you he's not healthy. He'll even sit there and be like, yeah, I know I'm not healthy. I just like eating food. Why can't y'all admit that? Dang.
It can't be reformed, it must be abolished.
Smarter in seconds.
3 unpopular but true facts about obesity. Number 1. Fat phobia and racism are the main reason why black people have a higher rate of certain illnesses.
What?
Number 2. Stigmatizing black women for their weight leads to inappropriate weight loss prescription. There is nothing healthy about regaining the weight back and forth to fit into a healthy BMI, and this leads to shame, guilt, and depression. Number 3. A 71 billion industry profits from the oppression and shame of black women's body, the diet industry. Sis, don't let diet culture ruin your summer. You don't have to suffer from being restricted of meals because you're fat.
First off, the diet industry ain't profiting off black women like you think they are. The doctors down in the DR and other places where they get the BBLs at, that's who's profiting off black women, okay? That's who's doing it. Like, that's what y'all are more concerned about. Y'all not actually trying to get on a diet and lose weight. Y'all just trying to have it manufacturally put on, like the Kardashians. What is she talking about? Talk about fat phobia and racism is the biggest. Look, I'll give you this one point. As a black woman, yes, if we go to the doctor and we usually tell the doctor or nurse our pain level, they won't believe us majority of the time. Based on studies done in the past where they think black women have this high tolerance of pain and yada, 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 we don't. They tend to take us less seriously. That's why it's recommended if you're black to go get a black doctor, because they're going to believe you more than any other race out there will. That's just a general fact, statistic, whatever you want to call it, okay? I will give you that. The whole fat phobia part, I'm not giving you that. I'm not giving you that. I'm not giving you that at all. I'm not giving you any of that.
Black and brown people do have disparate health outcomes, but that's more so because of socioeconomic circumstances than racism. Two different things. And if we're serious about saving black lives, we are wasting our time fighting and marching against racism. We should be holding each other accountable for the...
Racism is a fundamental driver of health disparities. It's the reason why black folks have less access to affordable and nutritious food. It's also the reason why we have less access to quality healthcare. Also, blaming black people for the effects of the system that are really killing black America is anti-black. Let's be clear, a healthier diet will not solve the health disparity issue. We have to talk about racism, accessibility, and all the system holding us back.
Look, I get in the poor communities, right? There's usually food deserts, but it's not just in like black communities. It's in a lot of impoverished white communities too. So it ain't just at us, sis. It really isn't. Like, there's food deserts everywhere, okay? I get that it shows up in our communities more, but that's not racism. There's so much wrong. There's so much wrong with everything she said. But let's go back. Let's just go back.
Accessibility and all the system holding us back.
We need to start taking accountability for ourselves. A lot of black people still will blame the government for their problems, yet they'll still vote Democrat. Don't make no sense. At the end of the day, it's 2022. You can get out of your own BS. Do we all start on the same levels in life? No, we do not. Some of us start in the projects. Some of us start in Beverly Hills. It's going to be easier for the person in Beverly Hills than it is for the person who grew up on 10-5. And if you're from Cleveland, you know what I'm talking about. So, I get it. Like, but life ain't supposed to be equal footing and playing field for all. That's just the reality of it. Would we like it to be that way? Yes, we would love it to be that way. But that's not the reality of it. With that said, you can get out of these environments. Our main issue when we're talking about these bottom environments, which is the hood and projects, there's a lot of issues going on down there that stem past food, that keep those areas as crappy as they are, okay? Like, a A lot of it deals with the fact that we don't even keep our own money in our own community so we can build something up. The few of us that do want to build something up, the other half don't care. They're just like, why would I do that when I get all this free money and checks from the government, which ain't nothing but Section 8. And look, none of this is stopping you from getting on a diet. None of it. None of it is stopping you from getting on a diet. Let me just finish this.
We don't need accountability.
There's so much wrong with
this. We need to create communities of our own to heal from the trauma of these violent systems.
Yeah, the one thing I'll give you is that we do need to create our own communities. It'd be awesome if we create our own communities, but we all can't get on the same page about stuff. That's the problem. This ain't the first time I said this in a video. I have other videos that talk about the black community and whatnot, because at the end of the day, that's my community. So I just spoke about it a lot, but there's just so much that we all can't even get on the same page about. We can't even get the young men in our communities to stop killing one another because they fighting for streets and buildings and stuff that ain't even theirs. Ain't even theirs. Oh, what set you from? What hood you claim? I ain't never seen you around here before. Who cares, bro? You don't own the block. It ain't your street. Stupid. There's so much. There's so much that's wrong with this video. But to add diet culture and it shouldn't even be added. Shouldn't even be added. First off, all of them eating correctly, okay, is best for your body. Eating in moderation is best for your body. That's really an issue with a lot of people. You eat too much. You don't exercise. We live in a world now where it's just so easy. Like, everything gets delivered to you. They have it now where the headset's straight to your face if you want to play games. They have it where, like, you ain't even got to visit your friends anymore. Like, you could FaceTime them on your phone, or you can get the little Google Portal Hub and the Facebook Home. All that crap where you can just talk to people. You ain't even got to go to houses anymore. You ain't got to go nowhere. Everything is being designed for you to stay in your house and never leave. The only time you got to leave is go to work. You're inside a building all day. You're not getting actual sunlight to touch your skin. You're probably eating stuff out of vending machine all day. And then you come home and you're eating a bunch of processed food with all these chemicals in it. And you're sitting in front of a TV. That's what it is. Get from in front of your TV. Go outside. Touch some grass. Exercise. Eat correctly. Okay? More calories out than what's coming in. That's all it is. That's all it is. Okay? Look how skinny I am. I done showed my hand in a video before. Right? I done showed my arm before. If y'all ain't, look how skinny I am. Look how skinny I am. Look at this. You think I don't eat? I love eating. I love food. I love to cook. I love eating out. I love eating snacks, candy, and chocolate. I fall for it every time. That's my main weakness. Okay? You want to know how much I weigh? I'll give it to you. I'm 5'8.5". I weigh 115, right? I've been this size since I've graduated high school. I'm 34 years old. It's not hard to maintain this. Once again, I love eating. I eat 3 times a day. I eat all my main course meals. I snack all day. I know somebody's gonna look at this and be like, you just got lucky. You got the genetic lottery. You have a fast metabolism. I'm active. That's what it is. Get active. Get active. Eat correctly. And when I do eat, I still eat in moderation. When I go get a plate of food, I don't get 3 plates of food, right? If I make steak, I don't eat 5 steaks. I eat 1 steak. That annoyed me so much. The last video annoyed me too. And that's probably, I think that's my trigger. I think that's just... Anyways. You want to see me react to more videos like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss when I drop a video. If I don't drop, I update you guys on my social media, and the link to that is in the description box below. So until next time, you already know who it is. It's Sang.